Hi everyone, welcome to A Course in Miracles Live. We are going through the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. We're on a deep dive today. We're just dropping deep inside into the silence, into the holy instant, and what a profound lesson today of letting go and dropping into the moment all the way. And also, I have a couple songs from my friend Christopher Todd. One of them is called Eternal Innocence, and then the second one is going to be generated from a talk that Kirsten gave at the Tabula Rasa Mystery School recently in Chapala, Mexico, at La Casa de Milagros. So they're both delicious dive. The music always accompanies the profound lessons from Jesus. So today, lesson 182. I will be still an instant and go home. This world you seem to live in is not home to you, and somewhere in your mind you know that this is true. A memory of home keeps haunting you as if there were a place that called you to return, although you do not recognize the voice, nor what it is the voice reminds you of. Yet still you feel an alien here from somewhere all unknown. Nothing so definite that you could say with certainty you are an exile here. Just a persistent feeling, sometimes not more than a tiny throb, at other times hardly remembered, actively dismissed, but surely to return to mind again. No one but knows whereof we speak, yet some try to put by their suffering in games they play to occupy their time and keep their sadness from them. Others will deny that they are sad and do not recognize their tears at all. Still others will maintain that what we speak of is illusion, not to be considered more than but a dream. Yet who, in simple honesty, without defensiveness and self-deception, would deny he understands the words we speak? We speak today for everyone who walks this world, for he is not at home. He goes uncertainly about in endless search, seeking in darkness what he cannot find, not recognizing what it is he seeks. 1,000 homes he makes, yet none contents his restless mind. He does not understand, he builds in vain. The home he seeks cannot be made by him. There is no substitute for heaven. All he ever made was hell. Perhaps you think it is your childhood home that you would find again. The childhood of your body and its place of shelter are memories now so distorted that you merely hold a picture of a past that never happened. Yet there is a child in you who seeks his father's house and knows that he is alien here. This childhood is eternal, with an innocence that will endure forever. Where this child shall go is holy ground. It is his holiness that lights up heaven, and that brings to earth the pure reflection of the light above, wherein are earth and heaven joined as one. It is this child in you your Father knows as his own son. It is this child who knows his Father. He desires to go home so deeply, so unceasingly, his voice cries unto you to let him rest a while. He does not ask for more than just a few instants of respite, just an interval in which he can return to breathe again the holy air that fills his Father's house. You are his home as well. He will return, but give him just a little time to be himself within the peace that is his home, resting in silence and in peace and love. This child needs your protection. He is far from home. He is so little that he seems so easily shut out, his tiny voice so readily obscured, his call for help almost unheard amid the grating sounds and harsh and rasping noises of the world. Yet does he know that in you still abides his sure protection? You will not fail him. He will go home, and you along with him. This child is your defenselessness, your strength. He trusts in you. He came because he knew you would not fail. He whispers of his home unceasingly to you, for he would bring you back with him, that he himself might stay and not return again where he does not belong, and where he lives an outcast in a world of alien thoughts. His patience has no limits. He will wait until you hear his gentle voice within you, calling you to let him go in peace, along with you, to where he is at home and you with him. When you are still an instant, when the world recedes from you, when valueless ideas cease to have value in your restless mind, then will you hear his voice. So poignantly he calls to you that you will not resist him longer. In that instant, he will take you to his home, and you will stay with him in perfect stillness, silent and at peace, beyond all words, untouched by fear and doubt, sublimely certain that you are at home. Rest with him frequently today, for he was willing to become a little child that you might learn of him how strong is he who comes without defenses, offering only love's messages to all those who think he is their enemy. He holds the might of heaven in his hand and calls them friend, and gives his strength to them that they may see he would be friend to them. He asks that they protect him, for his home is far away, and he will not return to it alone. Christ is reborn as but a little child each time a wanderer would leave his home, for he must learn that what he would protect is but this child, who comes defenseless and who is protected by defenselessness. Go home with him from time to time today. You are as much an alien here as he. Take time today to lay aside your shield which profits nothing, and lay down the spear and sword you raised against an enemy without existence. Christ has called you friend and brother. He has even come to ask your help in letting him go home today, completely and completed. He has come as does a little child who must beseech his father for protection and for love. He rules the universe, and yet he asks unceasingly that you return with him and take illusions as your gods no more. You have not lost your innocence. It is for this you yearn. This is your heart's desire. This is the voice you hear, and this the call which cannot be denied. The Holy Child remains within you. His home is yours. Today he gives you his defenselessness, and you accept it in exchange for all the toys of battle you have made. And now the way is open, and the journey has an end in sight at last. Be still an instant, and go home with him, and be at peace a while. I will be still an instant and go home. And to accompany us with the music, Christopher, the first song he sent me is called Eternal Innocence.
I will be still an instant and go home. There's a place I can't describe, but it calls me
not the source from which I shine. An inner child so pure, so wise, still holds the key beyond disguise. With trust and joy I now return to peace within, for which I yearn. When valueless ideas lose their weight, the voice of truth will penetrate. Be still an instant, let it be, and you will find eternity.
I will be still an instant and go home to the love I never left, though I did roam. No longer lost, I cease to strive. In eternal innocence I come alive.
Behind each thought, beneath each breath, there lives a light untouched by death. This stillness waits, it doesn't flee, it lives forever inside me. No fear, no guilt, no veil, no shame.
Just innocence without a name.
I go home now, through stillness, through peace. I remember what I am, eternal innocence, always home.
Wow. That's just so beautiful. Oh my. Eternal innocence. And then Christopher wrote from Kirsten's share in the Mystery School. This one is called Welcome, Accept, Allow.
Accept, allow, let the judgment fall. I forgot that I had it, the light so deep inside. But when the moment's perfect, Spirit is my guide. I open wide my heart again, I breathe and say I'm here. And every fear dissolves into a yes that's crystal clear. I welcome what comes, I accept the unknown, I allow all that flows to carry me home, to carry me home. My function shines like morning sun when I forget the plan. Not mine to fix or understand, just follow if I can. When guilt says hold, I say release and listen for the cue to be a vessel of the peace that makes all things brand new. My function shines like morning sun when I forget the plan. Not mine to fix or understand, just follow if I can. When guilt says hold, I say release and listen for the cue to be a vessel of the peace that makes all things brand new. Trusting the guidance now, the dance of surrender is how. Even on the darkest day, love will light the sacred way. No need to fight, no need I'm already home now.
Beautiful. So deep. Yeah, I can see, I know that you feel we have entered a whole new phase here with the workbook lessons. And it is a big, big letting go of any defenses, any of the deep, dark defenses of the unconscious mind. Not protecting the body, not protecting the world, not protecting thoughts of the past or the future, just diving into the holy instant. I will be still an instant and go home. And this morning it was coming to me again, we had such a beautiful introduction to these lessons. And even though we're just beginning this section, we're only on the second one, lesson 182. I will be still an instant and go home. I feel again to go back and just again reinforce and remind about the introduction to these lessons, because this is definitely a new phase of mind training. This is a deepening. This is an extreme letting go of things that seem to serve in the past but no longer serve. So again, here is the introduction to lessons 181 to 200, the lessons we're going through now. Our next few lessons make a special point of firming up your willingness to make your weak commitments strong. Your scattered goals blend into one intent. You are not asked for total dedication all the time as yet, but you are asked to practice now in order to attain the sense of peace such unified commitment will bestow, if only intermittently. It is experiencing this that makes it sure that you will give your total willingness to following the way the Course sets forth. Our lessons now are geared specifically to widening horizons and direct approaches to the special blocks that keep your vision narrow and too limited to let you see the value of our goal. We are attempting now to lift these blocks, however briefly. Words alone cannot convey the sense of liberation which their lifting brings, but the experience of freedom and of peace that comes as you give up your tight control of what you see speaks for itself. Your motivation will be so intensified that words become of little consequence. You will be sure of what you want and what is valueless. And so we start our journey beyond words by concentrating first on what impedes your progress still. Experience of what exists beyond defensiveness remains beyond achievement while it is denied. It may be there, but you cannot accept its presence. So we now attempt to go past all defenses for a little while each day. No more than this is asked, because no more than this is needed. It will be enough to guarantee the rest will come. So there it is. That summarizes it all in that sentence number 4 there, final paragraph. So we now attempt to go past all defenses for a little while each day. No more than this is asked, because no more than this is needed. It will be enough to guarantee the rest will come. So for a little while each day, we drop deep inward. We lay aside the thoughts of the busy doings, of the past and the future. We give ourselves over to the holy instant. We drop down into the silence and true devotion, needing to do nothing, just dropping into the presence of God's love. And our first lesson of this phase started off with, I trust my brothers who are one with me. So it starts off with trusting, and then today, I will be still an instant and go home. That is accepting the invitation of Christ, accepting the invitation of the Holy Spirit to drop in, to protect the Christ child within by being completely defenseless. Because as we give up the defenses, we give up the world, the linear world of time and space. Only in linear time and space would defenses seem to be necessary, but not in this moment. In this moment, it's okay to drop into the present moment fully. Feel the love and the joy and the happiness. Feel the gratitude bursting from our heart for God creating us as one, as spirit, is a perfect being of love and light. That is our devotion. That is our extension now. That is everything. So join me today in dropping inward and very deeply, and not being distracted by any of the thoughts of the world of past or future. I will be still an instant and go home. Amen.